Government increasing support for MSMEs, energy security a top priority for Andrew Holness administration, and Jamaica continues to build enabling environment for BPO sector. You're watching Jamaica House Weekly. I am Simone Wolf.
The work that land surveyors do provides the information, the evidence, and the accuracy on which governments can do sustainable planning. And that is a very important function.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness praising the work of land surveyors in ensuring that the island's scarce land resources are properly utilized. He was speaking on Friday at the 88th Annual Dinner and Awards function of the Land Surveyors Association of Jamaica. Earlier in the week, the micro, small and medium enterprise sector was the Prime Minister's focus as he attended the Forum on Markets, Innovation and Capital Forumic Conference in Montego Bay. He said government would be actively pursuing strategies to increase growth among MSMEs. Among them, reviewing of banking and insurance regulations that impact access to finance, reorganizing the Insolvency Act, introducing credit bureaus to determine risk, and increasing support through the Development Bank of Jamaica.
The intention is for MSMEs to utilize their immense wealth of talent and creativity to grow into world-class companies that can compete in any arena, thus ushering in a new era of inclusive economic growth and meaningful job creation.
And the Prime Minister thanked forum organizer, the Inter-American Development Bank, for its invaluable assistance through the Competitiveness Enhancement Program and improved access to finance and financial market development.
Continued IDB support is contemplated through a credit enhancement program, which will target the SME sector.
By Wednesday, it was back to Montego Bay for the 14th annual conference of the Organization of Caribbean Utility Regulators. Prime Minister Holness told the gathering that energy was a mission-critical frontier of the region and urged them to develop a policy to promote sustainable energy.
The transformation of our energy economies from their current state of inefficiency and overdependence on imported fossil sources, which exposes us to the uncertainties and volatilities of mostly expensive global oil, to a state of greater efficiency and high penetration of clean, indigenous, renewable resources must be a priority for all governments in this region.
The Prime Minister, meanwhile, lauded the Office of Utilities Regulation, the OUR, for being a watchdog for the local utilities sector. He said between January and June 2016, the OUR received 1,568 complaints, 184 of which were resolved by the entity. The rest were sent to the relevant utility provider where they are being resolved.
The OUR's Consumer Affairs Unit, through its action, was able to secure approximately $2 million as compensation for utility customers. So again, let me congratulate the OUR. We want Jamaica to be your top destination to visit. But we also want you to think of Jamaica as the top destination to do business.
And so Prime Minister Andrew Holness says government has closely reviewed its policies and procedures to become the business process management country of choice in the region. Among the legislative and regulatory framework is the recent passing of the Special Economic Zone Act to modernize the process for managing these zones and achieving greater efficiency. Investments have also been made in renewable energy, human resource, and foreign language training for Jamaicans.
The government of Jamaica is investing in purpose-built facilities and ensuring that the necessary infrastructure, including requisite housing, is in place to enable expansion of existing companies and establishment of new ones.
Prime Minister Holness was speaking on Thursday as he opened the Portmore location of Ibex Global, the newest BPO company to enter the Jamaican market. The company currently hires 550 persons and has plans to employ another 1,000 by the end of the year and 5,000 by next year. Back at Jamaica House, Prime Minister Holness held several meetings with visitors to OPM. Thursday morning saw the Prime Minister having robust discussions with New Zealand's High Commissioner to Jamaica, Daniel Millsap. Energy, community policy, literacy and ease of doing business were some of the topics discussed. By Thursday afternoon, Mr. Holness was in the company of exemplary students from the Wolmer's Girls' School and Clancarthy High School. He congratulated the 33 Wolmer's fourth form girls who attained CSEC mathematics with distinction. Their teacher, Lance McFarlane, was also lauded for his tutelage. The work of Giovanni Campbell, formerly of Clancarthy High School, was also applauded by the Prime Minister. Campbell, who now attends Kingston College, became the first student in Clancarthy's history to gain 8 ones in the CSEC examinations. And on Friday, the Prime Minister held talks with French Ambassador Jean-Michel Despax, who presented letters from French President François Hollande. And Prime Minister Andrew Holness closed out his week by attending 2 funerals on Saturday. He went to the Holy Trinity Cathedral to pay his last respect to Kenneth Neal, former vice principal at St. Catherine High School, his alma mater. Then it was on to the St. Andrew Parish Church for former president and CEO of Supreme Ventures Limited, Brian George's funeral. And that's it for Jamaica House Weekly. We return next time for more of the news coming out of the office of the Prime Minister.